After a decade in the NFL, Coach Joe Barry returns to his roots at USC to work with a young linebacking core. With 5 practices under his belt, he talks about the progress at the position. Coach, you spent the past 10 years coaching in the NFL. What brings you back to USC?
Well, I'm an alumnus, so coming back, this is like coming back home, and USC is a special place, and you know, I think a combination of Coach Kiffin getting the job here, hiring Monty Kiffin, and then it being USC. I think all 3 of those things combined brought me back here because it's a special place.
Now, you were with the Buccaneers before. How did you persuade them to let you go?
Well, there was a lot of persuading. It took about 2 weeks of persuading, actually. But I have to really thank the Glazers, who are the owners of the Buccaneers. They let me out of my contract to come back here, and they didn't have to do that, but they did that. You know, I had 8 years of service for the Buccaneers, so I think you know, they did me a favor and let me out of my contract to come here. So I thank them for that.
So now you're back here. You're working alongside Monty again. What's your relationship like with him?
Well, Monty's unbelievable. He really is, not only as a coach, but as a person and as a motivator, and just, you know, you're talking about one of the greatest coaches in the history of the game. Forget NFL, forget college. In the history of this game of football, Monty Kiffin's a Hall of Famer. So I feel blessed every day when my alarm clock goes off to be able to come to work and work with him. He's taught me everything I know. So to be able to be back here again, and we worked together for 7 years in Tampa, so this will be our 8th year, and it will be a special year.
So you're out here working with the linebackers. In what areas do they excel?
Well, I think we got a. I think probably the thing that I'm most looking forward to is last year. You know, Malcolm and Michael and Chris, they were first-time starters, and when you haven't started, it's different. You know, when all of a sudden you're thrust into a situation where you got to be the guy and be the starter. So they kind of fought through that. They fought through some adversity last year, and now they're going into a year where, you know, they've already started X amount of games, and I think the pressure of being a first-year starter is off them now. So, and then we have some young guys too. We got Devon Kennard and Shane Horton, and you know, we have a bunch of linebackers that are just chomping at the bit to play. So, I'm looking forward to you know, continuing through spring ball and then getting to 2-a-days, and then just having a great season. Looking forward to it.
Now, how about the battle at middle linebacker right now? We've got Gallipo and also Kennard. Is the starting spot open?
Oh yeah, you know, I think that's one of the things. That's Coach Kiffin, really, the entire team. One of the first team meetings that he had, he told the entire team, hey, every position is up for grabs. There's no, our depth chart is not written in Sharpie, it's written in pencil, meaning, hey, if you have a bad practice, we'll erase a name and put the second team guy with the first group. So it's open competition at every position, but specifically at the Mike linebacker spot, you know, every other day we rotate Chris and Devon as far as taking reps with the first group and second group. So both of them are doing a great job, and it's open competition right now. And that's, as far as an athlete, nothing motivates you better than competition. And we have great competition on this team right now.
Now, if you were to say that there's like a prototypical linebacker that you're looking for your system, what characteristics or attributes would they have?
Well, I think anytime that you talk about the linebacker position, you have to talk about toughness. You know, a linebacker has to be a tough guy, you know, because he's taking on linemen, he's taking on fullbacks, he's got people cut blocking him. He's got to be a tough, ornery sucker. I think the next thing is you have to have instincts. And when I say instincts, that's feel the game, you know. A guy's got to be able to decipher a run play before the ball's even snapped. He's got to be able to have enough savvy, enough sense when there's a play-action pass. He's not getting sucked up on the run. He's getting out into pass coverage. So I think those are the 2 biggest things that I look for, is toughness and instincts. And then probably the third and final thing is that in our defense, we like speed. You know, we like guys to be able to run the ball. So if you have those 3 things, if you have toughness, if you have instincts, if you have speed, you can be a pretty darn good linebacker.
And lastly, how are you and your family adjusting to life in Southern California?
Oh, we love it. You know, my wife went to UC Santa Barbara, so she's a Southern California girl, and we have 4 kids. We live out in Irvine, and they love the OC, and they're doing great. You know, they love it. They're on spring break. They go to the beach every day right now, and we love Southern California. So it's going great. It's been a great transition.
After talking with Coach Barry, I called up defensive lineman turned linebacker Devon Kennard to talk about his transition to the new position. Coach Kiffin says that all spots are open right now. How's the battle going?
I feel like it's good. We're coming out here competing every day. Me personally, I'm just worried about me trying to get better, trying to learn as much as I can. And I feel like, I'm doing a great job so far. I'm just trying to keep on progressing. I have a lot to learn and still just, trying to take a little by little every day and just, consistently get better.
In high school, you watched a lot of film on D linemen. Are there any linebackers that you're particularly studying right now?
I just watch our defenses. Before I can watch anybody else, I got to make sure I understand our concepts and stuff. So I'm more focusing on that and what I got to do. But obviously at the linebacker position, Ray Lewis is my favorite player. Just watching him play and the intensity he plays with. But like I said, I'm more focusing on the things we do and learning our defenses and getting comfortable with that.
For so much of your career, you were a D lineman. Is it hard to wrap your head around now being a linebacker?
Not really. I'm over it. There's not enough time for that. I'm trying to come play football and I'm trying to compete and, be on the field come September. So, I'm already adjusted. I'm just trying to learn. There's a lot of learning to do because I've never played the position. But, I'm just going out there using my natural ability and, the smarts I do have and just, trying to build on that.
What's the most challenging part about switching to Mike?
Just understanding the whole defense. You gotta have a good understanding of what everybody's doing on every play and different formations and stuff. And I feel like I've been doing better and better every day on understanding that and making fewer and fewer mistakes. So as long as I keep on progressing, I feel like it's going to be a good result for me.
How's the personality of the D-line different than the personality of the linebacking core?
The D-line, they got Coach Ogeron, and he's really rah-rah and getting after the guys. And, I feel like we're just trying to, get better every day as a linebacker group. And, we want to compete. I feel like in that sense we're the same because we're just trying to be the best D-line and the best linebacker group on the field, try to be the best group on the field every time we step out. So we're competing with them to be, better than the D-line, and they're competing to try to be, the best unit on the field as well. So I feel like, it's competition all around.
Joe Barry's a new linebacker coach. What's your relationship like with him?
It's really good. He helps me a lot. He's helped me along the way, and he's made the transition smooth for me. And I'm in there watching a lot of film on my own and stuff. And then when meetings come, I ask the questions I have, and it's going good on all of the installation. So I have a really good relationship with him so far.
How much opportunity have you had to talk with Monty?
I talk to him every chance I get, and it's just normal.
Does he offer you any good advice?
He helps me out on, mistakes I might have made or tell me things I'm doing well and what I need to work on. So, it's a real good coach-player relationship.